What's up, guys? It's your boy Candy. I'm back here again with another video. For the last 24 hours has been an awakening, has been gratitude, has been grateful, sad, anger, all in a whole mix of emotions in the last 24 hours. And it's probably the most thing, like, it's because it's just something I love. And this goes for all my seniors out there, that you're playing a sport you love. You're playing a sport, and then once you finally realize, like, from the start of the season to coming to an end of the season, that there's no more going to be another next year, a new season, I'm going to come back better, stronger. No, it's over with. You can't do nothing. You can't do anything to improve. You can't. Dude, you wish, like, oh, you would have done this, or I regret. Like, no, bro. And I'll tell you why it's been a mix of emotions. Because this morning I woke up super early. God woke me up at 4 a.m. So I'm going to use the opportunity. If God wakes you up early and you go back to bed, you never know if that's your last time waking up. So use the opportunity he gives you. And that's my perspective. My perspective has always changed for that. Because I'm going to get sleep. I'm going to sleep throughout the day. Try to get as much sleep throughout so I can still, have a good body. But if I wake up at 4 a.m., I'm going to use that opportunity instead of going, oh, I'm tired, let me go back to sleep. Like, no. You know how many people wish they could have woken up? So always keep that in mind. Always be grateful for your bed, for your parents, for your mom, the water you drink, your ears, your hearing, your smelling, your eyes, you could see, your teeth, your smile, your lips, your nails, everything, every little thing, your arms, your legs, your body, everything that God has given you. He's given you so much, your money, your room, a house to sleep in, food so you can eat, a mouth you can eat, a digestive system. You know what I mean? People, like, you don't know how much you have until it's gone, or you see someone else that wish they had what you had. You really don't know. But just be grateful as much as you can and show as much gratitude, because no matter what you do, you're never gonna be as grateful as you really should be, because you're never gonna really and truly know. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just always remember that. Be grateful. But it's been a mix of emotions, bro. Because I just want to thank the opportunity to play basketball for these last 5 years with my brothers, with my bros. And I don't know if I'm going to continue playing basketball in college. It's one of those mixed emotions. Like, I want to try it, but you kind of know, like, you really, like, there's, like, no more point anymore. You understand that? It's like, I love the game. I love to get better. I love it. I love that shit. But college ball is a whole different situation. It's a whole different ball game. High school ball is like you're making memories with all the people you grew up with, and this sets you up for the future, playing a sport that you've been doing. I've been playing basketball for 5 years now. I started in 8th grade, which is kind of late for the sport, but I really put in the work. I put in hard work. I went hard at it. I kept getting better and better, for the last 3 years. I got inspired by all these players. And last night, I wish I could have done more, losing a game where you should have won. I just disappointed myself, my coaches, my parents, my teammates, because it was a game that could send us to the playoffs for sure. Now, that could have been the last game of my high school career. And what hurt so much is a coach literally told me by halftime, now that you're in this position, you're down 20, you have 16 minutes left in your high school career. And it really don't hit until you actually get subbed out, until you hear those words. Because you're a junior, you think you got all the time in the world, you got one more season left, but it's going to be a time to come, because it's always going to cycle back. The sun's going to always rise again. The night's going to come, and boom, you're going to be taking it. You're going to be doing the senior night. You're going to be doing all that. Like, this thing about this is, it makes you want to cry, but I'm a man. You got to be strong. You got to always realize, like, it's not the end of the world, And that's why I came back to being grateful. Like, all the opportunity, to play basketball, the opportunity. Yeah, I might be sick, and I started the season sick, but it's like, I still had the opportunity to play, Even while sick, like, you might not be able to play your fullest, but you got the opportunity. So never forget that. This opportunity of life, basketball taught me the opportunity of life. Take it while you're in the moment, because it don't last forever. And you know this. And you don't know, truly, like, I remember I was a freshman. Like, I remember, like, people would say it's going to go by fast. People crying their senior night. I was like, I'm not going to cry. But I knew I was gonna cry about this because this is a sport I love, man. I was dying for it. I went to hell for this sport, man. I was the only one in my class that was really doing AAU, that was putting in the work, that was putting in the hours, waking up early, watching film. The love for the sport didn't die. It was just my hard work, my ethic. Life, life hits, stuff in life. All these obstacles in my life, all these distractions, they all come senior year. They all were coming through my high school career, but I still pushed through. I still kept strong. Basketball taught me you ain't meant to be perfect. You're not gonna have the perfect season. You're not gonna have the perfect game. But if you show up every time, show up every day, and put in the work, you're gonna pop off one of these games. People might not be there to see it, but just knowing what you can do is amazing work. Because I had the best stat line out of anyone on my team. 25 points, 12 rebounds, amount of assists and steals, whatever, and blocks. And that just shows you, like, you really are that nigga. Like, you might not be able to bring it up every game, but it brought me the love for the game. Like, it showed me how, like, I love the game even more, that I could finally I played a game that I actually, like, who I was, what kind of player I am. So this is my advice is, basketball taught me be in the moment 100%, because in 3 months I'm going to graduate high school and really be sent off to real life, real world. Basketball taught me push through, hard work will matter. Look at this as a time span. Don't look at this as I might not be as good right now. I might not have as much money I wanted right now. I might not drive right now. Look at this as a time span. In 4 years, I will be that nigga. That's how I looked at it at basketball. I was a freshman. I was like, in 4 years, I will be that nigga. I'll be the senior nigga that's cooking everybody. So it's always a time. I just want to say thank you, basketball. Thank you, my coaches. Thank you, high school. And be in the moment. I'm leaving this 100% up, and I'm doing AAU. So I'm still going to hoop, bro. Hooping's a part of me. Doesn't mean I have to take it to college, but hooping's always going to be a part of me. Thank you. Stay blessed.